Well, hey Yardners, it's Destry. Welcome back to my Oregon yard. It is a beautiful, sunny, afternoon here in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm going to take advantage of the sun and I am going to be cleaning out some of my winter decor off my front patio and entry area. I'm going to be zhuzhing up the flower stand for the Valentine season and just kind of bringing a little bit of spring or early spring into my front entry. I also couldn't help myself at the garden center today, and I did pick up some really cute, colorful primroses. So, man, the power of the primrose, am I right? When it's early spring, I mean, really, we're still in winter, but I'm just gonna take a break from all of my seed starting and I just wanna get out here and add some color. So let me go ahead and show you the pots I'm going to be cleaning up, some of the decor I'm going to be putting away, the natural materials, and some of the things I'm going to be bringing out for the Valentine season. All right, so these are my front entry pots that I did up for the, kind of the holiday season. So you can see I've got some holly and some different greens, and they still look really good. I also have them planted up with some pansies here that are still holding on, but I think I'm ready to kind of let some of that go. And I also need to water these pots. Now these are pretty dry in here, and we have had a lot of dry, sunny days. So I need to kind of get these watered, and I'm going to kind of take that stuff out. And then Valentine's is one of the only holidays, I know I'm terrible, it's like in a garbage bag, but one of the only holidays where I do decorate with some faux florals. So I'm going to be taking a look in this bag. This is some of the faux florals that I got literally at the dollar store last year. They're not even that great of quality, but I'm going to kind of use a few of these to decorate as well. And then let me show you the natural flowers I got also. This is what the entry is looking like right now, and I don't think I've shared with you these twinkle trees. I got these on clearance after the Christmas season, and I very much enjoyed having them flanking my door here. They light up at night and just provide this glow, and it's been really fun. But I still have my triple bulb topiaries, and I still have my evergreens up here on the pine cones, and I think I'm going to leave all of that structure for now. But I am going to be adding just a few of those pink faux florals, and I think I'm just going to tuck them around my topiaries. And let me go ahead and show you the primroses I scooped up today. So I just got this whole flat, and I just got all different colors, so you can see some of this really beautiful color for early spring. Now we've been having frosts almost every night, so the places I'm choosing to put these, I'm either gonna, make sure they're under a cover, or I might just pop a little sheet on them at night just to make sure that they, don't succumb to the frost, because technically they should probably be covered still while there's still frost. And then these two planters are two that I did for, again, the holiday season. But I'm going to go ahead and I dumped out the water, and they're still really fresh. Like, they look great. And all of the evergreens are like pretty fresh still. Like, they're not even losing their leaves really, because the buckets were filled with water. But I think I'm just kind of done with them. So I'm going to go ahead and dump those out as well, and just dump them in my yard debris. So my hose was all unhooked, and my husband helped me hook that back up so that I can water those pots I'm talking about. And then over here for the flower stand, I just did a few things. Now I do have this bush here that I need to be trimming back, and I need to come in and do some major pruning to it. I was kind of afraid it was dead, but I just noticed it does have a few little growth points on it, but it really needs like majorly pruned. So that's something for maybe today. We'll see. It depends on the sun. I'm just really enjoying it. My forsythia is starting to wake up just a little bit here. And then for the flower stand, I just cleaned it up a little bit, and I put some fresh garland up top. I made a little wreath out of a leftover trellis that I had from my topiary project. And then I just grabbed this little garland at Joann's, and I did freshen up my stand sign there with my QR code. And then this little pot is coming up with some tulips. Tulips are coming up, and I just liked the pop of green, so I had that in my backyard, and I thought, well, I'll pop that out here. I like to add different things out here just to kind of keep it interesting and, kind of keep people's eye coming to the flower stand to look for things. I also wrapped some of this wired garland just kind of around there, and this one has, I think they're hearts. Yeah, it's got some little crystal hearts on it. But I just wrapped one piece there and then kind of more of a pink piece over here. Again, just a little eye candy for people driving by or walking by, just to let them know that, you know, the flower stand's still going and I am going to be having lots of things out here for spring. So I want to keep it interesting for people. So I did that out here. Oh my gosh, even though it's sunny today, it is still so cold. It's cold. Like, and when the wind like blows, it's like, oh, it's cold. So I kind of picked the wrong time of day to do this. It was a little sunnier out here earlier. Let's start with this one here. I just figured I'd pull all this out before I start watering these pots so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. But pots like this, you know, you don't want to let these get dry. You don't want the roots, especially these evergreens, to get dried out. That would not be a good thing. And so I really need to get these watered, and then I think I'll just go in with maybe some of those primroses and just do a quick little planting here. But yeah, I can tell, well, you know what? This one's not too bad. It's got more moisture in it than I thought. So I don't know if it would be the best day to plant those primroses just because it is so cold. I think I have an idea. So I think I'm going to cheat a little bit with this pot, and I'm not going to plant these up. I'm just going to set the little pots in here. I kind of have this little hole, and just leave them in their containers for now. But at least they'll be kind of showing here. And then I'll have to plant them up when it's not quite so frozen, because this dirt is like pretty frozen still. But I think they'll be protected enough. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of place the pots in there, but it still has lots of pretty color. And I'm going to do that over here too. But I do need to water these in. So I'm going to do that actually before I put the little pots in here. So I'm going to take these back out and go ahead and water this real quick. Now that I've got that watered in, I'm just gonna, again, I'm not gonna plant these up today. I'm just sort of gonna put the pots in there, and then I might actually plant them a different day, but I thought I could just kind of prop them in here for today just to get a little bit of color going here. Yeah, that's good enough. And then on this side, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my, I might go ahead and use some of my faux florals here. Just kind of tuck these in, kind of mixing the faux florals with the real florals. Might trick the eye just a little bit, or people walking up, just to kind of have a little pop of pink, a little pop of color here. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I have a bunch of these little gold trellises left over from a different project that I did. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it for you. I did some Valentine topiaries, and I didn't end up using these. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of use them like garden stakes. Well, they are garden stakes, but I'm just going to kind of stake them in around here. And then I had this pot. I actually used this in a different project last year, and I think I'm going to do something here. I've got the hearts, and you know, I've got some faux florals. So I'm just going to change out my little stand here for this one. Now, last year I planted this up with primroses, and I actually had it as a centerpiece on my table, and that looked really cute. So I'll link that video from last year also. And then my primroses, I put a couple in the pots out here, but honestly, I'm afraid they're going to freeze. I'm afraid it's just too cold for them. So I'm going to just tuck them in my greenhouse and possibly use them for some projects, but I might wait a couple weeks until, you know, just the temperatures warm up just a little bit more, and then put them, you know, plant them more around. But I have some areas in the backyard where I need just a couple more primroses to finish out a border. So I'll show you that also. So the first thing I need is a pair of snippers for this. And I dumped out all my evergreens, and they were actually frozen. There was like ice in the bottom of the water, so that was kind of cool. So they were definitely still frozen in place. But yeah, these last couple, I would say last week or so is the first time we've had some hard frosts yet this year. So I'm just gonna, yeah, see, I can put those in even though it's cold and these are kind of frozen. I'll just kind of pop those in there, and maybe I'll pop one in there and I can reuse those. So that looks cute, I think. Trees. Maybe doll them up a little bit for Valentine's. I don't do a lot for Valentine's decor usually. I think I have a doormat, so I'm gonna go look. I'm pretty sure I have a doormat though left over from last year that I can pop behind me here and get rid of the winter wishes one. And I'm a little early for any of this, you know, it's still January, but I thought I just want to change it up. I like to have something different to look at when I come in. I figured the only person who really appreciates it are my delivery drivers, the UPS and the mailman and the mailwoman and the whoever. They're probably the only ones that even notice, right? Or maybe they don't even notice, but I like to change it up every season. The other thing I might do is get some more like heart ornaments, or maybe just some little felt hearts or something, and hang them on my twinkle trees. I think that would look really cute. These bows are cute. So yeah, just a little bit of something. I'm gonna go look for that other doormat, and then I think I'm gonna take the primroses and put them in the greenhouse. All right, so I found my mat. So I'm just gonna shake this one off. This is my second of these Costco mats this year. And my fall one, I just hosed off really, really well. And I think I'm gonna be able to keep them, you guys. They're really nice. Sorry, I'm just shaking that over there. They're really nice quality. And like, I could keep using this, right? I could use this again next year. So I'm just gonna put it in the garage. I mean, it depends on if you wanna store something like that, right? Which I don't really mind. This is one also from last year. These ones I've just gotten on Amazon, and you can wash them and they hold up really well. So this one's really cute. So I'm gonna pop that there. We're gonna call that done out here. And then I gotta grab these primroses and take them to the back where they'll be a little bit more protected. So up here by the door, I'm gonna put one of these little signs. I have two little signs here. This one I think came from the dollar store last year. It's just really kind of an inexpensive one, but hugs and kisses and Valentine wishes. I like the little mason jar look of that last year. And then this one's a little nicer. It's like in a frame, has kind of a chalkboard look, and it says love is all you need. So I think I'm gonna put this one up here. All right, that one looks cute there. And then I think I'm gonna put this one over by my other front pots. Cute. All right, guys, well, here's a little after shot of how things turned out. I watered my pots really well, and then of course I just combined some faux florals here, some hydrangeas with some of the primroses. I just left them in their nursery pots that way in case they succumb to freeze, I can change them out. Hopefully they'll do okay right here though. So, and the pot itself was pretty frozen, so I really can't plant them today, but at least it's got some color here. And then again, I just kind of cheated a little bit with some faux flowers here. And then I had a couple of those heart trellises here. And the little flag and my little sign. So that's looking cute. And then up here, I didn't do a ton, but I just did a little, a little pop of pink over here with this arrangement, which I could arrange a little better, but it's cold out here. And then I did the little trellises, the rug. So I've got the trellises on both sides here of my little evergreen, and then my sign and my twinkle trees. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and decorate the twinkle trees if I get a chance. But otherwise, it looks a little different up here, a little less wintry. And it's kind of nice that these red pots I use for, the holiday season also carry over into Valentine's Day. So that is how that turned out. And at night, it looks really pretty with the twinkle trees in the background. And then over here is where I want to fill in the primrose. So if you kind of look, I've got 1, 2, and then I've got kind of this dead space here where I could probably fit, another 3. And then I did notice I've got one little baby one that's trying to come up. I have some I need to kind of deadhead here. And it looks like they're getting a little slug and snail damage, but they're still alive. Again, I've got one here that's getting eaten by a slug or snail. So I need, 1 there probably. I've got one here. and I've got some grass I need to weed, one here. So I do have, and you know, a couple of them are actually blooming. This one's got some blooms on it, but I'd like to fill in. So look, I need a couple, like right here I need two, and then I just thought it'd be pretty to have like a whole border of the primrose, and I've kind of got it, but I need a few more. So that's mainly what I got those primroses for today, was to try to fill in this border. But unfortunately, the ground is still pretty, yeah, it's frozen. It's too early. So I'm just gonna keep those primrose in my greenhouse for now, and when it warms up here in hopefully a week or two, I can get them planted up and I'll have them and I won't have to go to the store and get them, and I'll be all ready for this project. All right, garden friends. Well, thanks for hanging out with me in my Oregon yard this afternoon, this sunny and chilly January / well, it's almost February. It's like a day till February. So we're just gonna say it's February. Thanks for hanging out with me in this February afternoon and checking out what I'm doing to welcome the Valentine's Day season into my front entry. So be sure to check the playlist below to see more decorating and more inspiration videos, more gardening videos. I'll link some videos and some playlists for you. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you part of our community, hanging out, doing some gardening. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.